Namaste, this is Shakti. I am the owner of Spiritual Alignment, formerly known as Spiritual Alignment Yoga and Healing Center in Fremont and Prajna Center in Belmont, California. I thought I would quickly hop on this video and share a quick update with you all. As you all know, we have been under a government mandated lockdown for the last 6 months. It's been really long 6 months for us. On the business end, we have been hit pretty drastically. We have lost a lot of members because the consumer sentiment is so low at this point. There's a lot of panic and fear among all of us, in all honesty, and we just don't see the light at the end of the tunnel when we can open our studios back up. So we made a very, very tough decision to give our studios back to our landlord, to give that space back so that other businesses that are allowed to open, that are allowed to run, that feel the demand building for their services to really open up. Because in all honesty, the fitness industry is hit very hard right now because people don't feel safe in going to another place and doing their workout or getting their yoga practice on. And it is not an easy decision for us. Very, very, very tough decision for us. We had poured in our heart and soul and our blood and sweat and really, really considered that space, both of those spaces, both of the studios as our temples. And we really had the intent of treating everybody, whoever walked in through those doors, came inside, really have them, welcome them back home. And it is a huge, huge devastating loss that we are just processing emotionally and mentally and physically. It's just been a very hard time financially for us, and living in the Bay Area comes with a pretty big price tag here, and paying the rent is not something we can absolutely afford right now. At the same time, we are committed to offering yoga, offering all kinds of events and special offerings so that we can support you more. Every day, living in California, we get up in the morning to a new surprise, and sometimes it's the sky looking all crazy orange. Some days it's wildfires, some days it's power outages, or it's COVID, pandemic, march, protest. There's like a lot of fear in the environment that is clearing up, and the most important thing that we can do right now is not to be triggered and be in the fight of it all, but to really come home to our hearts, to really land fully in our body. Because whenever there's panic, whenever there's fear, whenever there's trauma lit up, the first thing that happens is our breath gets cut off. The second thing that happens is we are not even in our body. We go in the state of funk, where it's like kind of that state of being on autopilot. That's what I'm talking about. And the most important thing for us for now is to really find time for self-care, to really land back in our heart, to really find peace in our heart. And to that process, to that setup, we are fully committed to supporting you. So going forward, all the classes will stay online. We gave the key back to our landlords today. At the same time, when things get back to normal, whenever it is, we will look for a new space. We will come back with a new space with our just more optimized offerings, and we just hope to navigate through these really deep waters safely, and I hope you guys are all staying safe as well in your homes. We also find that most of our continuing members and students, they are actually liking having the classes virtual because they can feel more safe in their own environment. And we also don't have that liability of sanitizing everything like crazy. Like we did plan to reopen, in all honesty, but looks like the comfort level of the most of our members is to have these classes be offered virtually. So we are just committing ourselves to that. We are also committing ourselves to making the classes technologically very easy to join, keeping our cost affordable to you guys, and creating more specialized offerings so that you can take even more advantage of what we have to offer. I also want to just on a very personal, sorry, this is not a pandemic cough, don't worry, it's just my throat clearing up, energy clearing up, so I can speak up more. I also want to say that 2 years ago in September, right in this month, we opened the first studio in Niles, Fremont area. And at that point, I had quit my corporate job in pursuit of finding satisfaction in life, in pursuit of happiness. And I just want to say that the last 2 years have been the best years of my life, the highlight of my life, because the amount of joy I felt connecting with each of one of you, the work that I do, the energy work, the breath work, the meditation classes, seeing my team offer the yoga classes, seeing each one of you coming to the class and leaving with a smile, that has brought in such big, great amount of contentment that I had never experienced in my whole life before. And on top of that, after every class, the hugs that we shared, the laughter that we shared, the jokes, the camaraderie, this doing community events, adopt a family last holiday, we did so much together, and I'm just so grateful, and I'm deeply honored to get to know you, to really call you as my soul family. And I hope that even though we're going virtual, we're actually not, we're not going to be short on the connection we share with you. And I really I'm holding that intention that our community feel the richer connection with each other, even though we're virtual, but from the place of safety, from the place of what this environment is calling for, really open up that connection more and more. And we're committed to serving you, me and my team. We all stand together, and we're here for each one of you. And this is really the time where it's important that we make it a priority to invest in ourselves, invest in our self-care, because if this feels good, everything else, nothing matters. Everything else just aligns itself just magically. So please take good care of yourself, and please know that we're 100% here for you guys. And if you need anything, please feel free to reach out, okay? Take care. Have a wonderful, blessed day. Bye.